My name is Joel Ortiz and I'm a U.S. veteran. And today we'll be making Tostadas De Lomo. I was in the U.S. Army. I served from 93 all the way to 2001. My rank was a specialist and my MOS or job was 92 Alpha, which is automated logistics specialist. So I was assigned to a warehouse where we had to fill orders for the mess hall. So every day we would have orders for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that we had to fill throughout the day. And the first thing we're gonna do is boil water. Here we have a pork loin roast, which you're gonna open up. Once you take it out, you wanna always wash the pork. Once you wash it, you wanna cut it in half, then you can put it inside the pot. You also have to put the spices on, so we put a little bit of black peppercorn. You put salt to taste, some bay leaves, and then 2 garlic. Then you close it and leave it up to an hour and a half to cook. At the time, I remember I told my mom that I was gonna go to the military. She actually didn't believe me. So then when it was actual time to ship out, like every mother, she started crying and she didn't believe I was gonna go. And then once I came back, she was, she still couldn't believe I've gone. She was very proud. She actually wanted to go to my graduation, but at the time I told her, don't worry about it. Financially, they weren't. All right, hopefully. Okay. So yeah, during graduation, I told her to, instead of her coming, to just, hold off, and then the money she could was gonna spend, I could actually give it to them when they came back. That way, they could use it to do whatever they needed to use the money for. Here we're gonna cut cabbage, 2 tomatoes, and an onion. And we're just gonna slice these in half. Now what we're gonna do is squeeze some lemon onto the onions. And we're gonna put this in the refrigerator for about an hour and let it marinate. Coming out of the military, I was 19 years old. My brother was already working for Fruit Fest, so he told me, hey, they're hiring. I went and I applied, and then that experience has been awesome ever since I've joined Fruit Fest, because I started as a utility clerk. Anybody could start like I started, from the bottom and work your way up for a beautiful company to work with. So I've been a store manager almost for 15, 16 years already, and it's just a wonderful company to work for. So now we're gonna add 4 tomatoes into the pot so we can make the salsa, let them cook. And now we're gonna put the tomatoes inside our blender. Get some juice from the meat, put it as part of the salsa. Put some black pepper, some oregano leaves, a piece of onion, and 2 garlic. Salt to taste. And my secret ingredient that my mom told me, but don't tell anyone, some juice from jalapenos. Now we're gonna put the salsa on the pan. You let it simmer for 5 minutes, and then the salsa should be good for the tostadas. My best part is just talking to my employees and just get to know them, and also the customers. That's what makes my day go by real fast, where I always acknowledge them, being friendly, just talking to them, just the same way I'll do with my associates, And now we're gonna do pinto beans. It's about 2 pints of beans. We're gonna put them in the blender. And now we're gonna let it cool for 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna shred it now. Look at it, it's so tender, it just comes right off. Once it's shredded, we're gonna saute it for approximately 5 minutes. While I was working at Food Fest, I was still in as an Army Reserve. They allowed me to take my weekend a month and then my 2 weeks out of the year to do my Army training. And that's why I love working for Fruit Fest Food School, because it allows us to serve our country and at the same time work at a great company like Fruit Fest Food School. So now we're gonna get our tostada. You put some beans on it, then you add the meat, then you add tomato, some onions, then we add cabbage. You put your cotija cheese, and then the salsa. And there it is, my mom's recipe, Tostadas De Lomo. Look at that color, delicioso. All right, let's try it. The tenderness of the meat, the salsa with its all flavors. This is a perfect dish to share with family. Gracias, mamá, for the nice recipe.